He does make one point that's correct. I would say we have an inconsistency in our code because it's not intended to affect any land that's below 500 feet, right? But what it says is it would be implemented 200 feet below whatever the highest point is. When they did our map, they simply mapped everything in the town that's above 500 feet. They didn't take into account that 200 thing.
Right.
So there's an inconsistency between the map and what the code says ought to be on the map. The map may be wrong because I'm not sure what, honestly, they intended when they passed this law, but it isn't exactly consistent when you read it. Our law isn't consistent with the United States Constitution or the state
By the way,
Constitution.
that one section, there's cases on it. You still, you don't.
Now, if I think of
you don't have the right to go on, regardless of what you write in a code, be it a state law or local law, you cannot legislate, I can go on your property anytime I want.
anybody's property anytime they want, as long as they don't have no trespassing.
So the issue becomes.
Fine, take us to court.
I mean,
So
it becomes
yourself
it becomes a. What
See how that
happens is you get to the fruit of the poisonous tree. In that, if you go on the property without a warrant, then anything you find as a result of that entry
may potentially be tossed. So my response to him should have been, well, I suggest you bringing that up in Supreme Court because that's where you're headed.
Yeah, well, if you file for a building permit, you grant the town consent to enter on the property and do inspections. That's what you should have in the code.
Now, it is true that on more than one occasion, both Wanda and Justin have driven up there. Now, it was illegal. So,
now, again, individuals and
but I don't want
government
to
agencies
Oh,
are different.
Can government do it?
No.